ask really quick. When it comes to since y'all are such opposites, like when it comes to like y'all's lives, I guess you could say. Whenever you've heard everything that like she's saying, about her life, and it comes to everything, would you say that like you're the like her complete opposite when it comes to like livelihood and stuff? It seems like you are pretty opposites because you've been married before, you've definitely had sex, you've definitely been in relationships where you live with the person before and stuff like that. Which, so, like, would you consider yourself pretty opposite from her?
Yes.
Yes. Like, would you say that your experience that you've gone through is, do you think that you're going to have a harder time finding a relationship in the future because of all the stuff, like the relationships they went through, being married, like the trauma that can come with all those things? Do you think that is more damaging than somebody that doesn't have none in experience in any of those things?
I would say yeah, it's more damaging just because like me for example, I went through so much like during my marriage, before my marriage, just like everything growing up, and it does affect your relationship. Whenever I first dated my ex-husband, he knew all like the horrible things that I went through because we grew up in a small town. Everybody knew everybody's business,
Yeah.
and then of course, through dating and getting to know each other more, he figured out like my all the stuff I went through, my triggers, um, like my issues. And so at first it was hard because yeah, I don't think I can do this, and I'm like, okay, like it's fine, like it's not. It is how it is. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time someone said, "Oh no, I can't do this." You're like, you have too much damage, you
Yeah,
have too
yeah,
much
you're
drama.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah, and so like it does make it like a little bit more difficult, especially now, like going back into like dating after like being married for like 6-7 years. Guys are like, "Oh, you're married, like I don't like that," or you're gonna have
It's gonna make it
issues.
harder, maybe.
Yeah, it does make it harder because first it's a mixture because
Everybody's judging for your past.
yeah, like they're like, "Oh, you're married," that means like you weren't really wifey material, or like some guys
Yeah,
are
it's like
like,
if you're divorced, that means that you fucked up. Type of, like they'll
yeah,
blame you instantly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's been weird because for some people it doesn't bother them. For some people it's like, okay, I want to be the rebound, and that's it.
Yeah, we gotta be careful because remember what I was saying, men lie. Like all men lie today. So like a guy might
Oh
be
yeah,
like, "Oh yeah, I don't care about that. I love that. No, I love that you're divorced." Or I don't know. They'll say
like
all
you're a
types of goofy shit,
strong,
and
independent
and then as
woman.
soon as they hit, they ghost and they just run away. And it's just like you just gotta be very careful because like yeah, those guys will say
Oh
that shit.
yeah,
It doesn't mean anything. It's just all a lie. It's all a lie. It's
yeah.
all cap. For you, do you think it's like how do you feel about that? Do you think since y'all's lives are so opposite, who do you think is going to have an easier time dating over the next 5 years between y'all two? Do you think that you're going to have a hard time because you don't have as much experience? You haven't been in solid relationships where you live with guys. You haven't practiced having like a good sexual like actual intercourse sexual relationship with somebody. Do you think it's going to be easier or harder when you all look at each other since you are so opposites?
It's gonna be harder if you haven't done the work.
If you haven't done the work,
The self reflection. Like
so
anything can prepare you for any situation.
so you think as long as you stay accountable and you stay self reflecting, you're going to be okay?
It's not just gonna be the straight self reflection. There's always gonna be that kinesthetic work that you gotta put in. And that's why every single day I discipline my mind. Get your ass up. Do this, do that. Because like it's called wisdom. It's called intuition. If you know, you know. Like we're in the age of knowing. You got to know some things. You got like yes, life experience is going to help you more than just maybe just pure intuition, but like I said, like especially with a person that is for you and is ordained by God and is appointed by God, it's going to be work regardless, but I'm not going to sit up here and just say, oh, it's going to be so hard. No, it might be super easy for her, or it might become super hard. It might become super hard because she might have not done the, the work, or might have not seen why some things didn't work out. And it might be easy for me, or it might be hard. But regardless of what it is, I'm preparing each and every single day. So I'm going to be all right
Do
regardless.
you believe in soulmates?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Do you believe in
I
soulmates?
do.
Wow. I don't know if I believe in soulmates. I don't think. I think that you have a true what I call a shout. Stephen Speaks. He talks about a lot of this in his book. I think that you can have a true connection with only a couple people in your life. I
Okay.
think that you'll have like, but I don't consider it like soulmates. More like the way I kind of see it is like fuck blood, fuck everything like that. There's just certain people that you're going to see eye to eye with. There's people that you can go sit down with and you don't got to say anything. Y'all just both have the same understandings on certain things and stuff. Those people are my soulmates. Like, and that can be friends, that can be a bunch of, men, women, old, young. Like, I have a lot of soulmates in my life, and those people, our souls are just all on the same path. And so, like, those are my soulmates. But as far as like relationships go, I truly believe you can have 1 to 2 very strong connections with people, in your lifetime. And like, because you can build up chemistry with people, you can build up
Mm-hmm.
compatibility with people. Like, me and my girlfriend don't have a lot of things in common, but we still have a great relationship. Like, because our compatibility where we didn't match up, we found certain things that did match up, and then our chemistry builds over time. So like, but a connection with someone, that's a like that's another thing is like people get confused with what a spark is, and people think that a spark is a connection. Sometimes it's like, no, that's like, you can get the spark just from getting horny, like just from like just feeling, all good about seeing a hot guy, at the right time of your period, 2 weeks after your period. Oh, I got to ask that really quick. Do y'all think women go through heat like animals do?
Yes.
You think so? What do you
Yes.
think?
Heat by what?
Heat, like what animal? You know how like a
Yeah.
dog can be in heat and it makes them more horny? It makes like, it means like
Yes.
the female dog's more horny. It comes at certain times, of the month in their cycle.
Yes.
No, you don't think so? You don't think women can go through heat? So it's actually called estrus. Like shout out to Marty Hazelton. I'm reading her book Hormonal right now. It's amazing. Probably the best Evo Psych book because it's a woman that wrote it about hormones. And in the book she like talks about estrus, which is the whole animal kingdom. Estrus is how they describe the horniness in an animal during their heat. And women do have estrus, just like all the other animals of the animal kingdom. Y'all get extremely horny around 2 weeks after your period, and you'll be craving different foods. You'll be wanting to walk around more. You'll be wanting to do. You're attracted to certain men with a 1.75 shoulder to hip ratio. Like, there's certain things that like men and women look for. Or especially women look for depending on certain parts of your cycle, and it always changes also based off of like what you're attracted to. Like that's why like y'all have PMS during like the first part of that month, is because you're actually trying to push away the beta dudes because they're really annoying. That's why like just a guy talking too much can be annoying to you, because you just don't want those beta guys around you at that time. uh
Okay. I like that.
yeah, no, estrus is really cool to like learn. As soon as I learned that women actually like go in heat and have estrus, I was like, oh my god. Like, you could, because like even in my own relationship or anybody in their relationship, like a guy can start watching and noticing, oh, my girl likes to come and fuck me on these certain days a month. Like, this is crazy. Like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't pursue. Like, you can ignore her for like most of the month. Next thing you know, she's like an animal, and it's like, why are you being like this? It's like, oh, your estrus is high right now.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality, desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you, and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I could do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.